And joining me now on Skype to talk more about this is Gloria Purvis, host of EWTN's Morning Glory. Gloria, welcome back to the show. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, Tracy.
Well, Gloria, you know, the killing of George Floyd has exposed an enormous amount of frustration and pain across our country, especially in the African-American community. Can you talk about what you've been seeing and hearing?
People are very angry, people are very sad, and people are wanting change, and they're frustrated because it's not just George Floyd. We've seen a pattern of this from Tatiana Jefferson, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, even in the Minnesota area a few years ago, Philando Castile. People remember Alton Sterling. So we're seeing a pattern that has just inflamed and hurt and made people frustrated. And we want to be just as much a part of America as anyone else and treated the same under the law with the same protections. And I think seeing the George Floyd murder was so traumatizing and so hurtful and made people feel so helpless that they just are crying out that we've got to do something now. This can no longer happen. And as a Catholic, having seen the video was so painful to me just to see the image of God stamped out, not only in Mr. Floyd, but also in those police officers who stood by and did nothing with their colleague as he knelt on this man's neck for 9 minutes. We have to remember that the image of God in these police officers as well is damaged when they act in ways contrary to their vow to, protect and serve, and really just as decent human beings.
Yeah, and Gloria, in your opinion, what do you think it's going to take for us to realize some progress here?
I think we're going to have to change some policing policies at the state and local level. We need to have more strict policies about police use of force. We need to look at what some people would say is the demilitarization of police forces. Do they need the kind of weapons that they have? They're not going to war. They're just trying to protect our citizenry. And also we should look at things like establishing non-911 police calls for people experiencing mental health issues. And we also should look at the Department of Justice getting more involved in being able to investigate police departments, as well as looking at police union contracts. Are they purging records of misconduct? Are they rehiring officers who've been fired for, these kinds of violations in other police departments? There are a number of things that we're going to need to do. And this is the beginning of the hard look and having a lot of community support in getting these things done. If we have the will to do it, we can change this.
In a way, George Floyd's killing has brought some unity in a sense that many people of all races and backgrounds here in the U.S. and around the world have come to get together, that is, to condemn it. That said, how do you think we can build on that, Gloria? And is there a way to lower tensions?
I think there's a way to lower tensions. I think if we have dialogue, I remember if we could also share the images of the positive things happening, seeing the people cleaning up together, multiracial groups of people cleaning up together in these cities that have had this kind of destruction, if you will, and also showing the images of police officers kneeling with protesters. There's a beautiful image out of Coral Gables, Florida, of the police kneeling as the protesters came up, and they also knelt as well. They also a beautiful image of two groups of people kneeling to each other and begging for forgiveness and asking the Lord to come and heal these wounds. I mean, there are good things out there, and we should be sharing that because we have to help people realize there is hope and we can change, and there are people that are doing good, and we can be a part of that.
Absolutely. Well, Gloria, thank you so much for your time, my friend. God bless you. Gloria Purvis, host of EWTN's Morning Glory.
Thank you, Tracy.